everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Friday evening and happy Halloween to all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Oh, hi, Nicole. Hi, Miss Bonnie. It's so good to see you. Lorena. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Lorena. Big hugs to you, my friend. How have you been? Miss Laurie is here. Oh, goodness. All right. So it's Friday. It is the last Friday of the month. And that means it is showcase time. So I have a lot of finished pieces to show you guys that are all available for purchase in my Etsy shop if you would like to grab those. And there are also other finished pieces in the Etsy shop from other showcase shows that are still available. If you would like to grab those, you absolutely can do that as well. So let me tell you how things go here on our little showcases that we do here. So we have been making it a habit that the last Friday of every single month, we have been getting together here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to hang out and just chat with each other. I show off some finished pieces of jewelry, a lot of them that you've already seen because a lot of them we made together. And you guys have the opportunity to purchase those finished pieces of jewelry. I also show off the ones that have already sold. So I had been in the habit of actually uploading these a week in advance, and almost everything was selling out before the showcase. So this week I decided I wasn't going to do that. I was going to wait and upload things early in the day. So I did that instead and uploaded things early in the day, and a lot of things still have sold out. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing necessarily. It's a good thing for me, but it means that you may have missed out on a couple of pieces because they got listed early and sold early. So I'm still going to show those off because even if you're here not to purchase a finished piece of jewelry, it's still a really good opportunity to be reminded of the pieces that we made together and maybe be inspired to create something similar on your own. So a lot of reasons why we do this. Obviously, it helps me to get rid of finished pieces because they just seem to create clutter for me. I have tons and tons and tons of finished pieces of jewelry in my closet back here. And I'm always adding to that. So it is very nice to be able to go through and hand off pieces to homes that I know they will be more loved than they are being loved just sitting in my closet in a tote. So much appreciate everybody who makes a purchase. Now, that being said, if you spend $50 or more on finished pieces of jewelry tonight, you will get an exclusive coupon code sent to your Etsy messages. Messages? There we go. I was trying to say messenger. It's not really a messenger. It's just like a little, the place where you get your shipping notifications. When you get your shipping notification, double check your messages because I will have also sent you a 25% off coupon code that you can use in my Etsy shop. It's good through January. So definitely want to be sure that you take advantage of that because I've got other sales going on right now, but I'm not always having a sale. So you can kind of use that in between when we've got sales going on. So just a little added bonus and an extra thank you to everybody who makes a purchase to help me clean out and make room for everything that I am currently working on. So that is just a good bonus for everybody who makes a purchase tonight. $50 or more, you will get an exclusive coupon code that you can use for 25% off another purchase from my Etsy shop. You can use that on kits. You can use it on finished pieces of jewelry. You can use it on whatever you want to, whenever you want to, okay? All right. So that being said, also want to let you guys know that the sale that I mentioned earlier in our earlier live is still going on through Monday as well. So just a little reminder about that. Kits and maker mixes are on sale for 40% off in my Etsy shop right now. And if you spend $30 or more on kits or maker mixes, you'll get a free strand of beads. So lots of extras. I love to be able to give extras. That's so much fun. It makes things a lot more interesting around here for sure. So I have lots of extra things. I have extra beads to share. I have finished pieces to share. So it's always fun to get together and, kind of give back to you guys because you guys are pretty awesome. I don't know if you know it or not, but you are. All right, so we do things very casually here on our showcase shows. We're just kind of chit-chatting and hanging out, and I am going to show you finished pieces of jewelry that you can purchase. Keep in mind, a lot of these pieces have already sold out. I'm not sure which ones. It is very hard to keep up with because the Etsy shop is constantly going on Fridays. Even when we are not doing a sale, the Etsy shop is constantly updating, so it's kind of hard for me to see which ones have sold and which ones have not. I do kind of have an idea, though. But hopefully there will still be something here that you will enjoy and want to grab for yourself. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn you guys around and I'm going to go through things. Now, I have new things in the rotation tonight. So I have finished pieces of jewelry, just like I have always done for these little showcases. But then I also have finished pendants, and I've not ever added these before. I've always been kind of worried about adding these because I don't know how people will react to them. I don't know if people will want them or not. I think they're beautiful. They are, handmade wire woven pendants. It's just not a full piece of jewelry is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I use more words than I need to. But I will show you those as well. So we're going to do the finished pieces of jewelry. Then we're going to do the pendants, and then we'll chit chat with each other, and I can show you things on the bust, and then you can go about your happy Friday. Okay. I'm going to turn you around and we're going to get started. All right. Right into it. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go through earrings first. Earrings are always fun, quick and easy to go through. And I don't have a ton of earrings, but I do have some cute ones. I do know that the first pair that I'm going to show you did sell. I'm pretty sure that these sold out earlier today. And were these. I don't know. The grammar is just not happening on this Friday, you guys. The little wicked witches that I had made over on Art Beads a few weeks ago. Now I know it is Halloween today, like right now. It is literally Halloween right this second. Some of you may have trick-or-treaters coming up to your door right this second. So I know that you're not going to get these in time to wear these this year, but I mean, you can always have them on hand, right? So these little wicked witches were made out of Swarovski crystals. Super, super cute. I think these sold out, pretty sure, but I made these, right, with the little Swarovski crystals. And then I also had made the little black trees. Now, some of you liked the trees. Some of you did not like the trees. When I made these, I remember somebody was like, I don't understand. I don't understand the trees. Well, it's because Swarovski Prestige, I should say, makes these margarita beads. They are the flower beads, right? They make those margarita beads that you can stack up, and they are very, very popular to stack up to make Christmas trees out of. And they make beautiful pairs of earrings, or they could be a beautiful pendant. Well, they also make the margarita beads in black, and I don't really know what else to do with the black margarita beads. So I turned them into little Halloween trees, or they could be little shadow trees, or whatever you wanted them to be. They don't even have to be trees, quite honestly. They could just be sparkly, like cones. I don't know. But I do know that, there are some people in the world who put up a tree for Halloween, and they decorate it with orange lights and all kinds of fun Halloween decorations. And so I thought, what a great use of those little black margarita beads. So these are Swarovski crystals. They're all in black, little black trees that I thought were interesting. I don't know. What else are you going to do with those black margarita beads? They're weird, right? I mean, they're perfect for stacking up to make trees with, and they're good for bead embroidery. But other than that, I usually don't know what to do with those flowers. So, here we are. We have some little Halloween trees, right? Super cute. Anybody who's a little goth or anybody who loves Halloween, I think is going to really enjoy those. So there were the little witches and then the little trees. So I just think the trees are cute because they're tiny. I love all things tiny. It doesn't matter to me that they're little black Christmas trees. Or not Christmas trees, Halloween trees. They're Halloween trees. All right. Moving on. A couple of other Halloweeny earrings for you guys. that I had also put together over when I was working with art beads. So these are super cute. These little enamel ghosts with the gorgeous crystal cup chain and a black check fire polish bead to hang from the bottom. I thought these were so much fun. I really, really enjoyed putting these together. They're quick and easy, and they're sparkly, and they're whimsical, and they're just a whole lot of fun. And I do wish that I had been able to get these out sooner than today, because I know somebody will wish that they had been able to wear these today, but there's always next Halloween, right? Super cute. Loved those. They were a lot of fun to put together. All right. Now, if the little ghosties are not your thing, that's okay. How about the Jack Skellingtons? I thought these were also quite fabulous. So, enamel Jack Skellington charms from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And they are, as I mentioned, enamel attached to the wire wrapped hoops here that have that beautiful crystal chain, cup chain, wire wrapped to them. Super sparkly, really fun, really great party earrings if you've got Halloween parties. Thought they were really cool. I love the little charms. He's just so cute. He's so stinking cute. All right. I've got, how many more pairs of earrings do I have? I have 3 more pairs of earrings to show you guys. All right, this quick little pair here. Little tiara cast for you. So these are some tiara cast pendants that I used in the earrings here. So they are from the Dolce Vita line in bronze, and then an assortment of Swarovski crystal bicones, little clusters in the front. These are super, super pretty. You could also hit these with a polishing block. If you've got one of those vintage, you know what I'm talking about? It's a squishy block, and it has like a bunch of different sides on it, and you can use it to polish up your metals. You could probably hit these up to brighten them up if you wanted to. I like them dark personally, because that's the way that they came from Tiara Cast. But if you wanted to brighten them up a little bit, you definitely could. But I think they are very, very pretty. Super cute. All righty. Now, how about a shoulder duster? These are going to be great for Christmas. Oh my goodness. So I can't remember what I made these for exactly. This one, the ear wire on it has sprung. I need to replace the ear wire on it, and I will. So don't worry. But check these out. What happened to this one? It definitely sprung, like the little lever. I can actually pop that off and change that right now. Let's do that. You want to? I know we're not supposed to be like making anything, but I can't handle that. That drives me crazy. So I'm going to swap those ear wires out, but I wanted to show you how beautiful these are in gorgeous red crystals. Absolutely love these. These are going to be an absolute showstopper for the holidays. If you've got a Christmas party coming up to go to, some sort of little holiday gathering, those are going to turn some heads. And they're going to wear really nicely when I swap out the ear wire for new ones, because I don't know what happened to that one. So we'll do that real quick. They're so pretty. I cannot remember what I made those for, but whatever it was, I'm glad I made them because they're super cute. Okay, let's grab, chain those wires real quick. We'll just swap these out. Not entirely sure what happened, but we can fix it. It may just be where I had them smushed in, you know, in the tote with a bunch of other things. So now it will have a fresh pair of ear wires. Now, don't forget, anybody who spends $50 or more on finished pieces of jewelry today through Monday, you will get an exclusive coupon code sent to your Etsy when your order ships that is good for 25% off, and you can use that in my Etsy shop whenever you want to. All right, there. I feel much better about that now. That was kind of bothering me. So, all right, there we go. Beautiful. And they're extra, extra long. I don't know. I think they're kind of cool. You could always shorten them up if you wanted to, but they're super pretty. Super, super sparkly and fun. All right, now if you like sparkle and fun, I've got one more pair of super sparkly fun earrings for you. These are gorgeous. Check these out. Not that the red ones weren't, but oh my, I love these so, so much. Look how beautiful. So these are those gorgeous crystal twisted coin beads. Look how beautiful those are. And they are stunning all by themselves. But then these have that cluster underneath them that is the faceted little obsidian with the golden shimmer. So if you guys remember those gorgeous beads that we have been all talking about this past month, it's that gorgeous obsidian. But I thought that was a really, really nice mixture of the obsidian with those gorgeous crystals. So sparkly and pretty. Again, right? Holiday party. This is like New Year's Eve, or just going to the grocery store. Either one. Let's be honest. Either one. I don't know that I have anywhere to go on New Year's Eve, but if I did, I would certainly wear these. But I 100% would wear these to the grocery store to pick up some grapes in the produce section too. I'm just saying. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, so that was it for the earrings. Now let's move on to some other things. I've got a couple of bracelets here for you guys to check out. So speaking of the clusters, so if you wanted like a full set, this bracelet also has the gorgeous obsidian with that golden shimmer to it cluster, the black banded agate, toggle bracelet, lampwork bead, little cat charm. This one may have already sold out. I'm not sure, but I still wanted to show it to you anyway. This was a Patreon project. So were the earrings. They were both Patreon projects for the month of October, using some of the gorgeous Beadbox Bargain beads. So pretty. Loved this one. Had a lot of fun putting this bracelet together because it's easy, but it's gorgeous. Like it just, I don't know. There was something about this combination of beads that I really liked. And I love the double strand that starts with a single lampwork bead. So pretty. So pretty. But you could see how this was, let me bring the earrings back in, how that would be a pretty little set. Ooh la la. I love it. Love that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, let's take a look at another bracelet. Another Patreon project, actually. And that was this guy right here. And I'm almost certain this one did sell out earlier today, but I still wanted to show it off anyway, because I always kind of create pieces that look very similar to this. So if you missed out on the opportunity for this one, don't worry. I have a ton of the Damiana Studio ceramic beads, these handmade artisan beads that are created from the Damiana Studio. Thought that one was really pretty. Interesting fall color combination here, because I don't think a lot of people think of blues and pinks and purples as fall colors, but when you mix it in with the topaz, I think it really worked out nicely. Some gorgeous check glass flower beads for the cluster and for our little extension chain. Super pretty. Super pretty. This was a fun one to make too. And I love the Damiana Studio beads. They are very similar in shape to the Golem Studio beads. And I have a nice collection of both. So don't worry, you'll probably see some more in the very, very near future. Very pretty. All right. Other bracelet do I have? Oh, I have the Swarovski bracelet. Okay, so this one, I made a necklace and a bracelet. The necklace, I actually took it apart because it was a little over the top and it was a little heavy. But I saved the bracelet. And you guys who, if you had watched me over on Art Beads while I was working there, you will recognize this one because it wasn't that long ago that I put this one together. This is sterling silver chain. And Swarovski crystal drops. I cannot remember the name of the shape of these drops, but they are absolutely stunning. And again, this is sterling silver chain. It's a little chunky, so that's kind of what makes this one a little bit more expensive. And but it's really nice chain. Super, super good quality. So the little charms on this one, there is this gorgeous like emerald green. There's a gorgeous rose color. There is the vitriol, which is one of my favorites. A really pretty teal, kind of a dark aquamarine. This is the light vitriol. So it's sort of like just clear AB. It has a little bit different color. It's not exactly clear. And then the Bermuda blue, which is my absolute favorite. The gorgeous lime green, another one of my favorites. Love that. And then this kind of icy pinky blue, which is stunning. And then the deep dark rose. And again, this one is all on sterling silver. And those are all Swarovski crystal charms. So pretty. I don't have the necklace anymore, but I did keep the bracelet together. I thought that it would be a nice little addition to the Etsy shop. So it's in there. And I know somebody is going to love this one. Be a really, really nice gift for somebody for the holidays. Part of this, I think what makes this one so intriguing, other than the fact that it has those gorgeous Swarovski crystals, is that it is an open, nice, large sterling silver chain. So if you wanted to add personalized charms in between the crystals, you absolutely could do that. Or you could give this as a gift, as a charm bracelet. And say, you know what, each year, let's put, or each, whatever, if it's, Valentine's Day or Christmas or a birthday or whatever, let's add a charm to it, like a regular charm bracelet. But it already comes with all the beautiful color on it. You still have room to fill it up with extra charms if you want to. I personally kind of love old-fashioned charm bracelets. I know that there was a time when they were super, super popular, and then Pandora kind of came in with the snake chain and the slide-on charms and kind of took over that whole line of jewelry, like that whole style. But I really love a good old-fashioned charm bracelet. It really kind of speaks to personalization in a way that not other jewelry does. So I don't know, when I go to like antique stores and thrift stores and things, I always look for charm bracelets because they are out there with, tiny little horses and tiny little chairs and tiny little kitchen sinks. And, and I always look at them and I look at all the charms and I think, I wonder what these all represented in a person's life. And I wish that we could kind of like go back to that, get that same nostalgic feeling from jewelry. We should be doing that again, All right. I could go on forever. I'm such a jewelry nerd. I just can't help it. All right, let's move on to some necklaces. You want to? Now, a lot of the necklaces have sold out, but there are still a few of these that are available. You guys will remember we did this one not too long ago. Actually, I think we did this in Hardwired. This was a Casual Thursday project that we did together using the gorgeous crystal rondelles that were part of the bargain bead box, the beautiful lampwork bead, and then we used those beautiful faceted cat eye beads to create this cluster. Nice necklace. There's a little bit of chain on it to make it a little bit longer. Super pretty, but I love a good tassel-y, clustery pendant on something. So pretty. Loved that. All right, moving on to the next. Now, you guys will definitely remember this one because this was the first piece that we made with the October bargain bead box, using all of that gorgeous obsidian that has that golden shimmer to it. Look at that bead. Love those so much. And the beading on this one was so pretty as well. So we used those gorgeous faceted emerald, or not emerald, but English cut crystals, the barrel beads that had the laser cut etching on them, and then the big chunky pieces of obsidian. So pretty. This one was really long, which I loved. And then our gorgeous pendant in the front with the cat hanging out in front of the moon, and our boho bead with our chain tassel. Really, really beautiful piece. If this one hasn't already sold out, I would be surprised, because a lot of you were asking whether or not I was going to be putting this one in the Etsy shop or not. So I did. So pretty. Just a reminder to everybody, if you're just now joining us, this is our Friday night showcase for the month of October. We only do these once a month, and everything that you see in the show is available for purchase over in my Etsy shop unless it has already sold out. Those of you who spend $50 or more on finished pieces of jewelry will receive a exclusive 25% off coupon code that you can use in my Etsy shop anytime you want to. Also have another sale going on right now in the Etsy shop that is 40% off all kits and maker mixes. And if you spend $30 or more on kits and maker mixes, you will get a free strand of beads with your purchase. So lots of fun things going on. This one definitely sold out. This was a Patreon project for the month. Oh my goodness. And I'm not surprised in the least that this one sold out. So pretty. Look at this one. Put together with these gorgeous faceted crystal drops, the amazing pearls in this one, some Czech fire polish in that matte clear with the AB, and then a hand beaded or a hand wire wrapped bead chain with these beautiful crystal cubes. So pretty. I know a lot of you guys loved this one. I did too. I wished that I had had more beads to make a matching set of earrings to go with this, but this is going home to someone very, very soon. So pretty. All right. Moving on to the next. What else do we have here? Let's see. What have I not shown you? Oh, let's back up a little bit. You want to? Let's back up to September, because in September we put together beautiful blues and antique brass. Look at that lapis rose pendant. So we had this really beautiful long beaded chain. This is an extra long necklace with the lapis rose, and then a pair of matching earrings. So this one was actually a set. This one was the necklace and the earrings together. Gorgeous Czech glass flowers and the necklace. So pretty. Loved that. Loved. All right, moving on to the next. Okay, in that same color scheme, had a locket necklace. Beautiful crystals, lapis beads, antique brass beads, and then it all came down to our gorgeous antique brass locket with a couple of little charms here, little flower charm. The locket does open. It doesn't have anything in it at the moment, but whoever gets this baby home can put whatever they want to inside the locket. So pretty. Beautiful decorative antique brass bead and a large antique brass clasp. This one was super pretty. I think this one has sold out. Loved that. This one was a lot of fun to make. The lapis is really, really nice. All right, moving on. Now, if you're feeling a little batty, do you guys remember putting this one together? We just put this together not that long ago, actually. I think this was last week, where we put together our faux double strand necklace here with our bat pendant used up the rest of those beautiful beryl beads with the laser etching and the last of the obsidian. And this one has a beautiful obsidian teardrop as well. So pretty. Remember, this one had the extra length on it with the seed beads to make it nice and long. Really pretty. Definitely different. This one was very, very different because of the way that the pendant was set up on it. So it looks like 2 strands, but it's not really. Really pretty. Oh, this one's definitely still available. So if you've got your eye on this one, you might want to grab it up. Super pretty. All right, one more necklace to show you, and then we're going to look at some pendants. All right, so this was our last necklace. This one, I've actually had this one for a while. I don't know why it hasn't made its way into a show yet. But this one is beautiful, beautiful Czech glass melon beads that look very much like quartz. It is the closest Czech glass beads to quartz I think I have ever seen. Like, if I didn't know any better, I would think that that was melon cut quartz for sure. Beautiful Czech glass beads in the blue steel and some hematite colored beads to go with it as well. It's just a plain, I mean, it's not plain, but it's just a straight beaded necklace, I should say. You could layer this with some of your other favorite pieces, but really, really pretty. Loved that one. Okay, now let's move on to something a little bit different. So I normally don't have these in the showcase shows, but I thought I would give it a shot and see how it does. Okay, so some of you that are in Hardwired are going to recognize these. Some of you will not be recognizing these. This will be the first time that you've ever seen them, unless you've seen them posted on social media. But these are wire wrapped pendants that I have put together usually for Hardwired projects. Some of them were Hardwired samples, and then the project we ended up doing something a little bit different. So this one was the sample and not the actual project. It just kind of depends on the circumstances, but they are all handmade, absolutely beautiful, all made by me. So this is the first one to show you guys. Now, I will tell you, okay, the wire is not sterling silver wire. It is tarnish resistant silver, German style wire. So you're still gonna treat this very similarly to the way that you're gonna treat your sterling silver. You can polish it the same way. You can hit it with a polishing cloth. You can put one of those little polishing, or not the polishing, but the squares that you put in to preserve your sterling silver pieces. Those little squares are good for these as well. So I just want to be very upfront about that. These are in fact German style wire instead of sterling silver. And the reason that I want you to know that is because I don't want you to think that I'm trying to pull one over on you, but I actually think that it's a good thing. German style wire is what I use for literally everything, unless I tell you otherwise. But I have found that the sterling silver tarnishes way faster than this does. However, if this does tarnish on you, you can treat it the exact same way you would your sterling silver and hit it with your polishing cloth. So really beautiful. This one's got the bell on the top. So it's just the pendant. There's no necklace built around it. It's up to you to do whatever you want to with it. So that's what you're going to see going forward, are just the pendants. You can hang it on your own chain. You can do whatever you want to with it. Once you get it home, it is all yours. Okay. So this was the first one. I'm going to show you another very similar to this one, but slightly different. Okay. All right, so this one is very similar to that one, but this one has a freshwater pearl added to it and some more kind of swirls to it. So again, hand wire woven and wire wrapped. Put this one together with our hardwired group. Little bail on the top, and you can add this to whatever you want to. But I've been kind of scared about adding these to the Etsy shop because I don't know how people feel about just a pendant without, you know, a chain or a necklace with it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I still think they're beautiful though. I mean, they're one of a kind, so definitely not going to find another one like this. I never make two that are exactly the same. All right. Let's see here. I've got a lot that are that shape, but let's take a look at one that is a little different. This one's probably the most whimsical out of all of them. This one is a moon with some gorgeous Swarovskis in topazes and yellows. Really pretty. Again, it's got the little bail on the top. You can do whatever you want to with it. This one would be pretty just strung on maybe a piece of leather. I really like that one. So pretty. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Ooh, this one's got a beautiful piece of jasper with it. So if you like jasper, check this one out. So this one does have a jump ring on the top of it, but gorgeous piece of jasper. And then the wire weaving all around. This is also a really good opportunity for you guys to see what we do in hardwired. So if you've ever been curious, now we do other things other than wire weaving in hardwired, and hardwired is open for enrollment right now. So if you would like to join and learn how to do things like this is some of what we do over in hardwired. Now, this is not all that we do, as I mentioned, but it is a good way to kind of get a feel for some of the projects that we do there. But if you're not into that, but you just love it, you can definitely just own the piece, right? Put this one on a beautiful piece of leather. Love that. Okay. Moving on. I think this is the last teardrop shaped. This one's a little different. It's got some little beads in it, a little bit different color of the wires as well. So this one is silver and gray with some little black, whoops, faceted crystals. And like I said, all of these are 100% unique. One of a kind. One of a kind. Any of the wire pendants that you get from me are going to be one of a kind. I never, ever make two that are the same. And I'll show you what I mean. So I showed you guys just a second ago these two. So they're similar, but they're not the same. The weave that I did and the shape and everything is the same, but they are not the same. I never do two that are exactly the same. So you are truly getting one of a kind. Okay. Only have a couple more to show you guys. And we can always look at things on the bus too. But kind of a short showcase for the night. All right, this one's got a beautiful piece of, I think this is agate. So this one's round. It's got that gorgeous agate, faceted agate with that shimmery coating on it in silver. It's one of my favorites, actually. I have one that is very similar to this, and the stone is brown. It's like kind of tan color, as opposed to this one that's more kind of blue and gray. Really pretty. Not super big either. This one's really easy to wear. Throw it on a piece of chain. Very pretty. All right, got a couple of hearts. A couple of hearts. This one is a heart and a butterfly all in one, which is definitely interesting. Really pretty if you like butterflies or hearts or both. This one is in gold and silver with the red. Definitely unique. I liked that one. We had fun making these. We had a really good time putting these pendants together. All right. Got another heart for you. And then just one more pendant. All right, now this one is going to require a jump ring of some variety. So you're definitely going to need to pop a jump ring on this one before you are able to wear it, but it's gorgeous in gold and silver. So, so pretty. I would, and where I had it before, I had put the jump ring here so that it kind of hangs at an angle, which is what I had in mind when I was putting this together. But you could do it on this side if you wanted to as well, or you could put two jump rings on it and have it hang like this way if you wanted to. But I always envisioned this one kind of hanging sideways with the jump ring here. But really pretty. And again, one of a kind, you know. Getting a little piece of wire history. All right, last one to show you guys. Last of the wire pendants here. This one's got a big, beautiful piece of quartz in green. So this is electroplated green quartz. Well, I would imagine that the quartz wasn't green to start with. I don't really know. All I know is that it's electroplated. I have no idea how they do that, but you can see big chunky monkey quartz, that beautiful silver and gray wire wrapping. And this one we did two of these. The other one that we did was in blue. The quartz piece that I used was a big blue piece, and I actually gave it to my mom for her birthday, I think 2 birthdays back. So this one's been around for a minute, but this one is definitely one of a kind. Even the one that my mom has in blue is a little different. It doesn't have the bead on it. It's just the circle with the blue quartz. So you'll have one similar to my mom's, but not exactly the same. Really pretty. All right, friends. So that's it. That's all I've got this time around. And I think we're going to see going forward that the showcases are not going to always have 40 pieces in them, right? And we're going to try to stick to like 25 to 30 pieces, just so that we don't get overwhelmed. I know that my team is here in the comments, Nicole's dropping links for everybody, and I don't want to overwhelm. So I also don't want to keep you guys extra long on Friday nights either, but it is always really fun to get to come and hang out with you guys and to show off these pieces. So even if you don't buy anything tonight, that's okay. Maybe you're just inspired. Maybe you've been inspired to come and join Hardwired. Maybe you've been inspired to create some of your own beautiful pieces, or maybe you're inspired to finally sell your designs, right? So I know a lot of you are in a similar situation as me, where your finished pieces are just kind of taking up space and you don't really know what to do with them. There's no reason why you can't share those with the rest of the world. So hopefully I'm inspiring you one way or another. But if you do make purchases tonight, don't forget that $50 or more on finished pieces of jewelry will get you an exclusive 25% off coupon code sent to your Etsy messages when you get your shipping notification. Also, guys, don't forget that we have a sale going on. I'm going to turn the camera around here. Got a sale going on over in the Etsy shop that's not about finished pieces. It's about kits and maker mixes. All kits and maker mixes are 40% off. And if you spend $30 or more on maker mixes and kits, you will get a free strand of beads with your order. So just kind of run back through these necklaces. I know a lot of the necklaces have already sold out, but it's always nice to see them hanging so that you can see what they're going to look like when gravity does what gravity does. So I love this one. So pretty. These beads are stunning. Really beautiful. There was that one. Take a look at this one. So thank you all for hanging with me this Friday evening. It's Halloween. I hope everybody is having a a good Friday evening. We're about to go into the kitchen here in just a second and make sub sandwiches, toasted sub sandwiches. That's our plan for the night. So some toasted sub sandwiches, and then probably a spooky movie. Not anything super scary, and definitely nothing gory because I can't do all that. Neither can my daughter. But we're gonna watch something Halloweeny, something a little spooky. We actually had trick-or-treaters tonight. This is the first time we've lived here for I think this is our 4th Halloween here. And this is the first time we've ever had trick-or-treaters because we're so far back off of the main road. Most of the time people don't want to walk down our road because it's a dead end and it's dark. I can't blame them. But we did have some trick-or-treaters this year, which was interesting for sure. But usually it's just us back here up on the mountain. It's always nice to see some kids around. That was cool. All right. What's this one? So pretty. It would be helpful if I could like hold these straight, but for whatever reason, I never can seem to do that. But look how beautiful that one is. Oh, I love it. The colors on this one made me really, really happy. So I'm glad this one's getting a nice home. Ooh, arsenic and old lace. I like it. I don't think Ari would be into that. She's not much of an older movie buff. Hopefully that will change as she gets older. Because I have such a love for film. So at least one of my kids have got to like, hopefully are going to love that. One of these days they're going to, I used to, when I was in school, we had this class called Music for Listeners. And I was like, why isn't there one that's called Movies for Watchers? I liked the music appreciation class, but I always needed like a film studies class too, because I'm such a film studies weirdo. But yeah, I kind of geek out over things like film, cinematography, and things like that. I'm such a weirdo, but I'm like that with jewelry too. I mean, everybody has their things, I guess, But what did I watch the other day? I was in here watching something. I love to watch on Turner Classic Movies where it's people talking about the movies, even if it's people that are not in the movies. I love that. It's like a film studies class. It's my favorite. I love that. Just can't remember what movie we were watching. I know they were playing Strangers on a Train the other night while I was going to sleep. Look how pretty that is. It's so long too. This one you could probably double over your head if you wanted to. And this one also was a set, by the way. Yep. I did love this one so much. I hope somebody takes this one home and wears it all the time. All right, let's see. Was there any more of the necklaces? I think that was it, you guys. I think that was all. Yep, the rest were just bracelets and earrings. So that's it. That's it. Well, here we are. Can you believe it? Tomorrow is November 1st. November 1st. Yep, I don't even know. The time is just flying by and I'm not ready for the holidays yet. But as always, I will do my very, very best to take care of you guys through the holiday season. Today's sale is just the beginning of a couple of other sales that I will have throughout the holidays to kind of make your holiday shopping a little bit easier. I know that, not everybody wants to buy kits for, making jewelry for other people or giving away, but, everything helps, right? We're kind of in a weird place economically, and I never get into those kinds of things, but I am certainly aware of it. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like, walking around with blinders on. So I understand that everybody's pennies count, and you're always watching where you're spending your money. And I definitely, take your spending your money with me very, that's a big responsibility on my end. So I appreciate all of you who do make purchases. And like I said, I do try through the holidays in particular to run some sales that make life a little bit easier on you guys if you are wanting to buy kits and finished pieces of jewelry for gift giving, because it can be expensive. So but yes, I appreciate all of you. Don't forget, I know I've said it like 15 times, but I'm going to say it again. Everything tonight that you saw was for purchase in my Etsy shop. If you spend $50 or more on finished pieces of jewelry, you will get an exclusive 25% off coupon code that you can then use in my Etsy shop on another purchase anytime you want to. It doesn't have to be on finished pieces. You can use that against kits if you want to, or maker mixes or whatever. Also 40% off, as I mentioned earlier, kits and maker mixes in the Etsy shop. And if you spend $30 or more, you get a free strand of beads. Everybody loves free beads. So I like that I get to do that one because that was a lot of fun. Everybody's like, oh, I want free beads, free beads. So yeah. All right, my friends, thanks so much for hanging with me. As always, thank you for being a part of my beadie journey and letting me be a part of your beadie journey. And I appreciate everybody who's made purchases. I'll be back with you guys next Tuesday at 1 p.m. for our weekly project. I have no idea what it's going to be, but we will be using the companion bundle for the October bargain bead box. So if you got one of those, that's what we're going to be using on Tuesday's live. So set your reminders for that. In the meantime, guys, have an amazing, amazing rest of your weekend. Be safe. Take care of your little trick-or-treaters out there. And yeah, have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Okay. I love you. Mwah. Bye, guys.